Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Commodores' offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Using the quick game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the Auburn Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Quick strike complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Johns. Breaks into the open. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. There's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That's caught. It's Turner. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
First down, Commodores.
He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
The play action fake. He's got him in the flat. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. This time it's complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll pitch it. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's got a chance. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go.
There he goes. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Good timing on the quick out. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. Under fire. Looking to get it in. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
14, Vanderbilt, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
First down, Commodores.
And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. The Commodores will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Got his man in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't make the connection, incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it set up on the outside. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Ready to fire from the pistol. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the ground, it's Johns. Oh, he's got some space. Big Pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When you run your slant route and it's against a man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. About took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. So here comes the Auburn offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Turning it on! And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
He had a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Commodores are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll leave it with him. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way for 3 and gets him out to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Heaves it deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Holds and fires complete. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Back to pass on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his target down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about...
It's a fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Got his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Gain of 13.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Fires to...
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But
breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he makes the catch. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Commodores come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Firing deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown Doors. Getting set for the point after. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
Yeah, I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's going for the goal line. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this.